Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. It is of course March the 20th, and what is the 20th without a bullet journal video for the next month? And of course April, if you didn't already know, is my birth month and my birthday is the 9th, woohoo! So I've got that to look forward to, and so as I was kind of thinking about what themes to do for the month of April, I really wanted to do something special. Last year I just did, I think it was just like a yellow theme in general, like a birthday theme in general with bunting and yellowness. So if you want to see my last year's birthday theme, it's actually in my June 2020 bullet journal video where I showed you all of my previous bullet journals that I had drawn during my YouTube break. So I will link that in the description down below if you want to go and look at that. But yes, for this year I wanted to make it something special, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, and one thing that I love to watch on YouTube is people playing games, especially Minecraft, and I'm kind of really obsessed with watching them play the game. I used to play it a lot on my iPad, but for some reason I don't know what it is about that specific game that the graphics make me feel really sick when I play it for a long time, which is why I've never really got into playing it myself. But I love watching other people play it, and so for this month I thought I would go with a Minecraft theme, and I thought that would be really cool for my birthday. So without further ado, let's get into the time lapse. So yes, like I said, for this month it is of course my birthday month, and I wanted to do something special, so I went with a Minecraft theme because I absolutely love Minecraft. So my front cover page, I just drew a lot of mobs that you find in the game. There's a cow, a pig, a chicken, a sheep, a slime, an enderman, a squid I believe, and a skeleton, and then I also drew some of the tools that you get in the game that you craft. So if you don't know what Minecraft is, and if you don't, then have you ever lived? But it's basically a game where you can be in creative mode or in survival mode, where you have to start from scratch and you have to build yourself up to be strong enough to defeat the Ender Dragon. And you do that by getting strong armor, getting strong weapons, creating a food source and a base to situate yourself in, and there's also just the version where you can play and have fun and build loads of cool things or different scenarios. But that's pretty much the basis of the game, and so I've been watching it a lot lately on YouTube, different YouTubers playing different series of it. And yeah, so that's what I've done for my front cover page. Of course I had to make all the tools diamond because that's like the most OP you can get in vanilla Minecraft, and who wouldn't want that? So the page next to it I've done my quote page of course, and I'm kind of thinking of switching this up for next month because I tend to realise, and oh by the way I jogged myself on that page and it's really bugging me now, but because the first few pages of my monthly spreads tend to be ones that I don't really have anything to interact with or fill out, I tend to kind of skip through them. So the fact that I have 2 quote pages normally before I get into all my trackers and things like that, I don't really tend to look at them as much, and I want to really change that. So who knows, you might mix things up a bit next month. But for this month I've done a quote and I've drawn kind of your basic base that you might create in Minecraft. So you've got a bed, a crafting table, a furnace, and then of course a window in the roof to let the lovely light in, and it's just made of wood because you tend to always start off making your base out of wood. And I've just written a quote on top that says, "Whatever good things we build end up building us," which I thought was a lovely quote and something that I should be reminded of. And I thought it really fitted with the Minecraft theme because you tend to build a lot in Minecraft. So this next page is my monthly calendar spread, and for this I decided to kind of theme the page around minecarts and mine tracks. So you can get rails in Minecraft, and especially in abandoned mine shafts and places like that, or you can craft them yourself. And so I just kind of did the outline of the calendar as a rail and a minecart on them, and I thought that was really cool, and just did different patterns of mine carts and rails and stuff around it, because that's part of the game that you find. And if you're lucky enough to find an abandoned mine shaft, sometimes the chests in there have really good loot, so that's always exciting. So the page next to it is my Bible verse of the month, and again I tried to kind of theme this around Minecraft, and it says, "Put on the armour of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes," and it's Ephesians 6 verse 11, and I thought that was so fitting. And of course I drew a diamond chest plate because you get armour in Minecraft, and it was talking about the armour of God, so I thought it worked really well. So this next page is my mood tracker, and to be honest, at this point I've already been drawing for about an hour and I just get so impatient, especially when there's like so many fiddly bits. So for my mood tracker I decided to do ore blocks, and each mood would coincide with a different ore. So for example, if I'm really happy, then I'd colour it in green for an emerald ore. Or if I really wasn't feeling that great, then I'd colour it black for a coal ore, because in the game coal is really useful for making torches, but like coal, ugh, who wants that? So that's kind of the basis of it, and you can see I did it in the first box, and then I kind of just stopped because the angles I have to draw at to be able to film this is just really uncomfortable. So I kind of gave up after a while. And the page next to it is of course my habit tracker. So for that I decided to draw inventory slots and do each habit as its own inventory. And so I've done the calendars inside the bottom kind of inventory area, and then for each habit, instead of writing what they are, I drew kind of a little picture in the square where your character would normally be in the game. And then I kind of just drew the extra details of what you might see when you actually look at your inventory in the game, which I thought was really cool. And that's just a really fun way to keep track of my habits and stuff. I think it turned out pretty well. So this next page is my meal tracker, and this kind of went back and forth quite a lot. Originally I drew out little clocks because I thought it was perfect. You have meals at different times of the day and you can draw the clock symbol for what time of the day you had it. But it was just so fiddly and really frustrating me trying to draw it so small. And then for some reason I got through drawing all my other spreads and I got to my weekly spreads and I realised I hadn't used the hunger bar at all in my bullet journal, and I was like, that's like one of the most important things in Minecraft. And then I was like, hang on, why did I not do that for my meal tracker? Like, how did I not think of that? So I went back, rubbed everything out that had already taken me so long to draw, and did the little chicken drumstick hunger bar things. And so for each meal I can obviously colour it in so that I am full up. And I thought that was pretty cool. And really fiddly to draw out and really tedious, but in the end it's so worth it. I think it turned out pretty cool. And so the page next to it is of course my gratitude page and my prayer request page. And for this I decided to draw the book and quill that you get in Minecraft, and I numbered them down the side, and then each number will be for each day, and I can just write something that I was thankful for. And I thought that that was perfect, because in Minecraft, when you craft a book and quill, you can write in it. And I did actually forget to draw the arrow to turn the page on the first book, but I go back and draw that in at the end because I realised. And then underneath I got my prayer request page, and that's just a space for me to write things that I would like to ask for prayer, things that other people have asked for prayer, so that I can remember to pray for them, which is a really useful space to have. So the next page is my YouTube videos ideas page, and for this I did a Minecraft chest. And I thought it was perfect because in a chest in Minecraft is where you store your items, and I thought in these chests I'm going to store my ideas for my YouTube videos. So it worked out really well. So yeah, I just drew 2 giant chests, and then I got all my little headings of things that might be useful to think about when I'm planning out my videos, because I do want to get into making different kinds of videos as well as the ones I'm already making. So I thought that was really useful. And the page next to it, I've done another quote page. I love having quote pages in my bullet journals because I feel like it's a really good way to fill yourself with positivity and things that you just need reminding of. So this one just says, persevere to achieve your goals, which is really simple. And the picture is of a Minecraft player in a cave, and they're mining, and they're so close to all of those diamond blocks that they're going to be able to get. But if they gave up now, then they would never know that they were about to find all of those diamonds. You just don't know until you keep going. And you just have to keep going, because eventually you will get to where you want to be. And I thought that was a really good quote. And I didn't do squares for every individual block because I knew that that would just get in the way of the quote, so I just filled the whole thing in grey, and you can kind of get the idea that it's meant to be the stone. So this last page is my weekly spreads page, and for this I decided to go with the hearts, so your health bar that you get, and I kind of tried to draw them as 8-bit hearts. It was really hard to fit them all in, but I think they don't look too bad. So this is just a page for me to write down my tasks and my events and anything that's happening during the week. I of course have my key at the front of my bullet journal, which I don't tend to use as much anymore because I kind of know what symbols I use for what, so I can draw a little YouTube symbol if it reminds me to upload a video, or a circle for tasks, triangles for events, so that it's easy to see what I've got on what day, and that's really helpful for me. And so yeah, I just coloured in all the hearts in red, and I wrote the days in the hearts, which I thought was really cool. It's a bit difficult to see on the camera, but that is just the first week. And I'm just going to show you the other weekly spreads that I've done. So this one I did just simple Minecraft blocks and the different colours, so green for a prismarine block, or orange for a magma block, or blue for an ice block. You've got purple for obsidian, red for netherrack, you've got purple for purple and purple for obsidian, and I thought that was really cool. And then this next page is like an underwater theme, so I've drawn a guardian the best I could. It kind of took a while to draw him in 3D, and then kind of made the drop shadows a bit like sea lanterns. And then the next one, I kind of feel like it's a bit too busy, and I kind of wish I'd gone with a different design, but I tried to draw lava falling in the nether, and I just think I made it a bit too complicated to be a weekly spread, but hey ho. And then back to the original first page for my last week. And I prefer to draw all my weekly spreads out in advance, because otherwise I won't really feel motivated to draw them out once I start, and at least I can then write in the weeks ahead as well, so they're there and ready. I know some people like to do it week by week, but that's just how I prefer to do it, and I feel like, why not show you guys? You can decide to create them exactly, or you can decide to do your own spin on them, or different versions. If you do, I'd love to see them. You can tag me on Instagram, and that will be in the description down below as well. But yeah, this is my flip through for the month of April, and yeah, like I said, there we go, I'm adding in the arrow because I realised I forgot to draw it in. That is very important when you've got more than one page of a book. But I hope you enjoyed this Minecraft theme of my bullet journal, and if you did, it'd be really cool if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you're enjoying this kind of content, and you can write in the description down, not in the description, you can write in the comments down below of what other themes you'd like to see me create, because I love to hear your ideas, and it helps me too when sometimes I struggle to think of ideas. So that'll be really cool, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon. So thanks for watching.